11th Standard, Chapter number 6, Second Urbanization in India. In this chapter, we will learn about rise of Mahajanpadas, second Ashmak and Asak Mahajanpada in detail, second urbanization in India, fourth Mahajanpadas and the contemporary cities, fifth Mahajanpadas, their administrative system and guilds. Sixth, philosophy and various sects. 7. New religious trends. Let's study the first point, rise of Mahajanpadas. The ambition, as we know that the ambition or the sense of territorial expansion led to a conflict among the Janpadas. Some Janpadas proved more powerful than the other in this conflict. The stronger Janpadas began to annex the conquered territories to their own, and thus they successfully expanded their boundaries. By 600 before Common Era, 16 Mahajanpadas were established in India, from the northwest region to Magad, conquering other Janpadas and annexing their territory permanently to one's own became a regular practice in the times of Mahajanpadas. Ultimately, this conflict resulted into the creation of large empire like Magad. Ancient India once again witnessed the rise of cities. This process is known as second urbanization. The information about urbanization or the names of 16 Mahajanpadas are found in the Jaina and Buddhist literature and also mentioned in Purana texts. Buddhist texts were written in a period which was closer to the period of Mahajanpadas. Hence, the name occurring in the Buddhist texts are accepted as more reliable. Let's study in detail about Ashmak or Asak Mahajanpadas. The Sanskrit Ashmak and the Pali Asak are supposed to be two versions of the same name. This can be further explained by the following examples. First, Avantyashmak is a term mentioned in Panini's Ashtya Adhyayi. We already knew about him. Its mean Avanti and Ashmak were two adjacent states. Second, three states of Ashvayana, Ashvakayana and Hasikayana are mentioned in Panini's Ashtya Adhyayi when Alexander invaded India. Alexander advent through Afghanistan and Punjab was fiercely resisted by some warrior tribes. The Greek historians have mentioned their name as Aspasoi, Asakenoi and Astakenoi. These three names are equivalent of Ashvayana, Ashvakayana and Hasikayana respectively. These names are mentioned by Greek historians as Aspasoi, Asakanoi and Astakanoi. Clear? Asak mentioned in the Buddhist literature. may be identified, according to some historians, with the Ashvakayanas in the northeast region, which may not have any association with the Ashmak. It seemed that the king of Asak was known as Andhaka Raja during Gautam Buddha's time. The region on the bank of Godavari was known as Andhaka Rata. Sage Bavari, a contemporary of Gautama Buddha, had his ashram in this region. Originally, he was from the state of Kosala. According to Suttanipatta, a Buddhist text, he came from Shravasti, the capital of Kosala, to Asaka. It was situated on the Godavari and in the region of Dakshin Pata. This evidence confirmed that name Asaka in Pali is equivalent to Sanskrit Ashmak. Among the 16 Mahajanpada, the one known as we know that Ashmak or Asak, adjacent or attached as per the Panini's Ashtya Adhyay, is identified with the region of present-day Maharashtra. Ashmak or Asaka was the only Mahajanpada that was situated in the region known as Dakshin Pata. Remaining 15 Mahajanpadas were in North India. Suttanipatta describes the region of Dakshin Pata in great detail. It was the region of an important trading route. It started as Saraswati and proceeded through Ujjaini and Mahishmati. From there one would reach Pratishthan after crossing the Vindhyas. According to Mahagovinda Suttanta, a Buddhist text, Brahma Datta was the king of Asaka and the name of his capital was Putana or Pudana. Putana is identified with Nandura in Buldana district. Putana was also known by the name Putali and Paudanya. Other Janpadas situated in the region of Dakshinapata were Vidarbha, Bhoja, Dandaka and Kalinga. The first three were part of present-day Maharashtra. Also, the tribal states of the Andas, Shabaras, Pulindas and Mutibas were also located in the Godavari and Krishna basins. According to Jaina text, Bahubali, the son of Rishabhanath, the first Jaina Tritankara, was given the kingdom of Ashmak and Podanpur was its capital. The magnificent statue of Bahubali stands at Shrivan Beloga in the Hassan district of Karnataka. Bahubali had attained Keval Gyan, that is omniscience. Second urbanization in India. The Janpadas with definite geographic borders and administrative system was established roughly around 1000 BCE. The ambition to expand geographic boundaries and the political conflict caused by it left some Janpadas more powerful than others. It resulted into the creation of 16 Mahajanpadas from Afghanistan in the northeast to Bengal in the east, stretching to the bank of Godavari in the south. The capital cities of Mahajanpadas and some other cities which flourished because of prospering trade once again brought the age of urbanization in India. It is known as second urbanization. The Mahaparinibbana Sutta mentions names of 6 cities which were of great importance. They are Champa, Rajagriha, Shravasti, Saketa, Kosambi, and Varanasi. By the 6th century BCE, these and a few other cities had become very prosperous. Characteristics pottery of Janpadas and Mahajanpadas have been discovered from various archaeological sites. Also, many sites have yielded iron implements and punch mark coins of silver and copper. The punch mark coins have been mentioned in the ancient Indian literature as Karshapana or Pana. Here we have the makers of urbanization. The following things are perceived as maker of urbanization. First, development of cities as administrative centers, networks of surrounding villages to cater or fulfill the needs of the urban centers, hinterlands, the interlinking of the village administration with the central administration. Next, well defined rules of taxation, internal and distant trade, well established network of land routes and waterways, both rivers and ocean, purchase and sales of goods by increasingly using monetary exchange along with barter system, a stable legal system and judiciary. All these characteristics of urbanization were present in the times of Mahajanpadas.